Junhui, the walls up, and Vafaei, who fought back very well to 2-2, breaks off trailing 3-2.
Yeah, what a treat the crowd got there. The ones on the other side of the screen, with the screen lifted. It makes this table into a completely different arena. Completely different feel to it. I think he missed the ball there. I think he hit the wrong ball, but look where it's going.
One.
Incredible. Incredible. He was playing to hit that red thin, missed it, hit that red full in the face.
Hossein Vafaei.
He must like that pocket. Hossein Vafaei fluked the pink into it earlier.
Well, it may be that pocket likes him. I don't know which way round it is. Anyway, he was enabled him to play safety.
That's another good safety shot. Ding Junhui. What can you say about that one? That was just the paint. Terrific safety.
2 hours playing time, but things have speeded up in the last couple. And also, a long frame is not necessarily a bad frame by any means.
He's left that one well short. Any damage done?
Well, no miss. Hossein Vafaei full. Hossein. Okay. Touch and ball.
May be able to hit the reds to the right of the pink this time around. Not sure. Yeah, he can just hit them. Well, that was a
One.
mistake from Ding Junhui, leaving that red on. He was just playing a containing safety shot. That wasn't good at all. Chance to open more reds up. Well, it could have gone kinder. Has the red
8.
to the right middle, but I'm just wondering if he's going to leave a plant to the left corner if he takes it on. The two reds just above the black. A possible plant to that left corner. Not very far away, this.
Same Vafaei. 8.
Another very good safety. Hossein just looking at that possible plant to the left corner.
Well, they're the frame scores for what they're worth. Just had the one close one, of course, the third one, which was resolved when Vafaei fluked the pink. As for the long rest, which the snooker world will get, I suppose, after May the 1st, it's been another long old season. The referees, Tatiana there, the referees, of course, most of the ones here at the Crucible work the qualifiers as well, and they were long days. They're very tight, tense matches there.
Well, that's the possible plant that he's playing, and he does need to hit top side of these two reds just ever so slightly. Yeah, good pot. Played the cue ball there just in case. And you know what's coming
1.
next. Just a little roll up to the green and try and cut off the right side cushion. Yeah, that's good.
Same Vafaei. 1.
That's good. Looks like he has to play into balk first, and that makes it a lot harder. He'll be delighted with that. That was a good escape. Well, there's a half chance here of getting that cue ball in behind the green again. It's just the speed. Oh, so close again. Having a good check to see if he's left anything there. Yeah, it's possible this. Yep, well played.
One.
Just potted it a little thick for comfort, but delighted to have potted it. You can see the cue ball just turn ever so slightly. And that's another good one. Didn't have to take that one on, but he played position
8.
as well as the pot. Now, what can he do?
Nine.
Again, choices here. He could play the cannon to the two reds, which is risky. I'll just play for that red closest to the cushion, nearest the left corner.
$16. 17.
He's just shown terrific attitude since the interval, hasn't he? He's looked so focused. And we saw that in the total clearance.
24.
And now he's in with some sort of opening here. He's going to have to develop things, but some sort of chance to pull away in this frame as well.
25.
Yeah, it started with that very positive big screw back opening shot in the last frame.
$32.
Changed his whole demeanour, I think. Oh, and that's
33.
opened the other reds up. And he could play the cannon to those two reds. He doesn't have to, but this time he may play it because it'd be on the other red, directly below the black. He's just given it some thought. He doesn't have to play that shot. But he did, and it's worked out okay. Choice of reds.
40.
Again, very positive, you know, bringing those safe reds into play.
$41.
Yeah, would have preferred not to have got the kiss, but not too difficult, the brown to the middle.
$45.
Well, Ding just starting to impose himself on this match. He's lost in the last, he's lost in the first round the last 2 years. Two very close matches, 10-9 to Bingham, 10-8 to Karen Wilson last year. Ooh, but he's missed that one.
Ding Junhui.
Very
45.
unlike Ding to miss that kind of shot. Maybe concentrating on the position more than the pot.
One.
So just one safe red to negotiate.
Seven.
Yeah, just reflecting on that easy red to the middle.
8.
Yeah, because for a frame and a half, it looked absolutely inspired. But this is the thing with any match, but certainly a match of this length, there are so many moments where you're on top and then moments where suddenly things change. And it can just be literally one shot like that that can change them.
Doesn't want to be straight on this red. Well, that's not a good place to be, actually, but he may play for the blue here. Otherwise, black's going to be difficult.
14.
Yeah, nicely played.
$19. 20.
Yeah, nicely controlled. This is the important shot. Try and get onto the black to get to that last red on the cushion.
$26.
It could have been a little straighter on it. You can get to the red, but you can't get really close to it. Yeah, and that's why he decided to play the safety shot next shot.
33.
He could have got on the cushion next to the red, but the cue ball would have been close to the middle pocket, and that would have made the red so much more difficult. This is the old cocked hat shot. Oh, well, played it a different way, and, well, it
Same
could pay the price for that.
33.
Can't believe he didn't send the red round the angles. Oh. Again, so close. Is he going to get lucky? I don't think so. So Vafaei with another chance here.
Only the second close frame we've had in the whole match so far. Well, they both missed to that same pocket.
He did seem to hit that a little hard, didn't he? Didn't time it well at all. Plenty of movement. It's not straightforward, this, because he liked to push the red back down the table, but the in-off is on to the yellow pocket. And if he plays the other side, he might get the kiss. And that's a way out of it. What a great pot. Now, where's it going to finish? You can just see the brown.
Five.
Twice across the table for
7.
the green. And the blue thwarting him. Oh, that's another beauty. He played it in such a way that he could have got the snooker. Lots of screw and left-hand side on the cue ball. Needs the blue.
14.
What a good frame this is. He's not ideal on it, but he should pot it.
He had a chance at the last red. It wasn't easy. Missed it. Vafaei missed it as well. Can Ding knock this in to lead 4-2? Yes, he can.
19.
He looks really determined, Ding, since the interval. Made the terrific 1-3-4 in the last frame. This has been much closer, but it's gone the same way. So Ding hoping to make his move here, hoping to get a lead overnight. He's got a 2-frame advantage restored at 4-2.
Frame 7. Ding Junhui to break.
The Crucible crowd here being entertained by this China v Iran duel. Ding Junhui leading 4-2 against Hossein Vafaei. And this city really does come to life at this time of year. I was at the qualifying in the week and just let Hossein take this shot first. And it's a really good shot. It's finished on the black. I was going to say, I was with Alan McManus. We just visited one of the pubs that is associated with this tournament for the fans. It was completely empty. But the guy behind the bar said, come Saturday, it'll be rammed. And that's what it's like in restaurants and hotels. It's a pilgrimage for fans as much as the players and everyone else on the circuit. People love to be part of it, love to be around Sheffield while this event's on.
9.
Yeah, the excitement is brilliant, isn't it? I'm so fortunate to be a part of it all. Front row seats. What a great red Vafaei got in with. Good kiss on the black, but he deserves something. Terrific
16.
shot. Chance to hit straight back. He needs something. Has made a maximum once before. Sure that's not on his mind at the moment. He's making a big break. Had a 66 break in frame 4.
17.
Yeah, choice of black or blue. I was trying to open a lot more reds open there. Good recovery.
$24. $25.
Well, he could try and play the cannon to the red above and to the right of the black. If he missed it, it'd be on the red to the middle. Something like that. I don't think he played the cannon, actually. I think he just played for the red.
32. $33.
I think it may be time to go into them. It's not straightforward. Looking at the possibility of that red just below the pink. If it goes, yeah, play for that one. Where's that cue ball going to go? Oh, that's so unfortunate. It's a great split as well.
Ding Junhui 5.
It's unusual, isn't it? You know, sometimes you see a red go in, but for the cue ball to come back across and in the middle, that's rotten luck. There's no other way of putting it than that.
No, and it could be major, couldn't it? Didn't hold back, but it's not over yet. Ding has to knock in a very good red here. And that's a good red.
1.
And that cue ball's going to hold up in one of the block colours.
Yes, so potentially a significant moment. It's how he's got in. I mean, he's got in with a great red, but he got the chance with Vafaei going in off. Ding looking to just twist the knife a bit here.
Ball.
Oh, wow, what a let-off.
Ding Junhui 1.
What a let-off that is for Vafaei. What an unexpected miss.
And this is where it's so important for Vafaei. Yeah, It was unfortunate to going off, but he's got to stay prepared. His mind's got to be prepared to come back to the table, and he's got that chance.
Well, that was just completely unexpected. So already with a lead in the frame, he can just pick up from where he left off. Of course, he opened the reds in the first place, so he can now profit from that.
Seven.
Well, his very first shot, the red that he played to finish on the pink, he didn't play it well. He wanted to be straighter on the pink. It would have been straightforward then to play a gentle cannon. Didn't finish nicely on the pink, and now he's not ideal on this next red. He should pot it, get the cannon. It shouldn't have been like this. Now back in full control.
8.
Well, it's been very interesting, and this frame, I think, has been sort of microcosm of that, really. Ding getting the unexpected chance with the unlucky and off, missing the brown, which was completely out the blue. The shift in sort of emotions is so stark, isn't it? From one moment to the next.
And it's going to hurt, you know. Missing that brown, it's going to hurt Ding Junhui if he loses a frame. He could have opened up a 3-frame lead there.
15.
Might only be 1 in a moment.
$21. 22.
Pink to lead by 55, so you'll need another red and a colour to leave Ding requiring snookers.
$28. 29.
Dramatic frame, and had Ding made the winning break, Vafaei would have every reason to be upset with how his own initial visit came to an end, but all that's in the past. Ding didn't capitalise, he missed that brown immediately, and here we are, frame ball.
$35.
1 snooker required. And that seals it.
36. $43. 44. 51. 52. 59. Hossein Vafaei.
So Vafaei was unlucky initially, but he got another chance. It was the brown, of course, that Ding missed to let him in. He's only one in it again at 4-3. It was 4-2. A dramatic frame has gone to Vafaei. 2 left to play. I don't think there'll be any problem playing them now either. They've speeded up in this match. Last frame was just 9.5 minutes.
Hossein Vafaei to break.
Nothing much in the pot success, or the long pot success, which is pretty good. 70s. Both players playing pretty quick once they get in amongst them. All those stats pretty close for both players. Certainly high break.
Yeah, they only ever tell part of the story, though, don't they? You know, in amongst all that, the brown that Ding missed was such an important shot.
Well, you could try and get the cue ball in behind the brown. It's an attacking safety to play. And that's what he's played. Open the reds up, try and get that cue ball in behind the brown. He's not far away. Still a good safety. Yeah, give it a lot of thought there. It could very easily have made contact with one of the reds. But he didn't, and now Vafaei got the same problem. Not easy to get that cue ball back down the table. Yeah, lots of left-hand side on the cue ball to check it back down the table, create the angle. Yes, his problem is he can't leave the cue ball near the black cushion. There's a red that will go to the right corner. So he's going to have to play a similar shot here with lots of right-hand side. Yeah, he's played it well, actually. Gave it a lot of thought, that, and he's got out of trouble. And he's put Vafaei in a spot of bother. Although there is a way out this time.
Every frame has its own sort of importance, doesn't it? And we're at this stage where if Ding can make it 5-3, then he has the chance for 6-3, which is a great overnight lead. So that's what's kind of on this frame. If Vafaei wins it, then the last frame is not that big a deal, really, because it's only going to be one in it either way. But if Ding wins it, then the last frame is huge suddenly.
Yeah, this is a lot of trouble for Hossein. Yeah. Now, what's the damage this time? He has left a red on.
Thank
Not
you.
sure. If he takes the easy red, he may not get to a colour. If he takes the more difficult red, the one to the right of the black, that gets him to a colour, but it's missable. He could play the cannon to the black here. Might develop it to the left corner, but he'd be on the pink then if he plays the cannon. Guaranteed.
1.
The easier ball is the pink, but not easy to get to the next red. Oh, he needed to get through that gap.
7.
Very nearly played a very good positional shot. A thinner contact on the red, or missing it completely. Oh, what a good recovery that was. Wonderful shot there from Junhui. Difficult cueing. Almost certainly going to leave the red on if he missed it, playing it at that speed. He'd like to come down for the
30.
pink here. It makes things so much easier. And screwing for the blue, and he can get to it.
14.
It would be quite something, wouldn't it, if he were to become world champion this year with the return to China coming up later in the year. That would dovetail so nicely for the sport. Not least because, of course, we do have next week the inquiry into the alleged match fixing involving
20.
young Chinese players. We don't know how that's going to resolve itself, but the headlines are not good for the sport. But Ding has always been the trailblazer from China, and if he could go deep in this year's World Championship, what a fillip that would be for the sport in China.
21.
He's looked tough today. He's looked in a good mental shape. I know he missed that brown in the last frame, but
27.
again, it's about how you recover from these things. Things will go wrong. One of the players was saying last week that it's only tournament where you can sort of lose 6 frames in a row and still win the match. You know, most tournaments, you'd lose the match. But you have to dig in when things go against you and try and put them right.
20.
Well, there's definitely sessions that you're not going to play well in. And you've got to accept that and know that everybody has the same. It's about recovering that strength of mind that you must have to get to this stage. Yeah, I would have liked to have been the other side of the blue. There's
30.
pressure on this red.
$34.
Not ideal on the pink. Pressure on this pink. Good pot. Played it confidently.
40. $41. $46. 47.
Yeah, the red directly above the pink will go. Now nicely on it. That releases the other two, but at this stage now, he
53.
only needs a couple of reds. Take that 2-frame lead again.
54.
Yeah, and as I say, that then sets up a big last frame, because if he gets to 6-3, that's a good lead overnight. Puts pressure on Vafaei from the get-go tomorrow when they resume at 10 a.m.
So red and the colour needed.
60.
In fact, he needs another red. Needs 2 reds. But shouldn't be a problem.
61.
Although, having said that, it's the wrong side of the pink.
67.
Well, this is all about making sure of the red. And he's hampered with the red next to the pink.
Well, another really good break this. So the memories of the Miss Brown banished. Ding on the front
Blue
foot, and it sets up, barring snookers of course, it sets up a big last frame. If you can get to 6-3, then you'd be delighted with that lead overnight. Misses the blue, so
Ding Junhui.
Vafaei may
68.
play on here. He needs 3 snookers. I think he is coming back. But it's looking like 5-3 ding.
One. Six. Seven.
Well, if he doesn't pot this, I suspect it'll be a concession.
Hossein Vafaei. 7. Frame considered.
Yeah,
Frame.
and that's
Ding
what's
Junhui.
happened. So Ding too clear once again with a big last frame to come. Can he get to 6-3 overnight? We will find out in due course. Of course, this match will have the last frame. They have speeded up. In about an hour's time, we'll have the afternoon session, the conclusion of Neil Robertson against Wu Yize, and that was a brilliant game yesterday. Robertson was forced to play some good stuff, and he did. He leads 6-3, but Wu Yize had back-to-back centuries on his Crucible debut, so that's still a very interesting one. If he could start well, put pressure on, you never know. Big upset might be brewing, but Robertson with a useful lead at 6-3. On the other table, it's Mark Williams starting out against Jimmy Robertson. But for the last time today, Tatiana Wollaston is going to set the balls up for frame 9, and it's been a very entertaining match, this. It was a bit sort of slow early on, but still interesting. We had the big fluke, of course, in frame 3. That got Vafaei on the scoreboard. Ding's 1-3-4 in frame 5 was a real highlight, and that last break as well, 68. Really good stuff. 5-3, we want to play. Well, Sunday lunch will have to wait for the good people here who've come along to the Crucible today to watch
Final frame of the session.
this session, and this is the last
Ding
frame.
Junhui to break.
Ding Junhui leading Hossein Vafaei 5-3, looking to pull away to a 3-frame advantage. Vafaei desperate to peg him back and leave it tight coming back in the morning. It always looked a good game, this, and it has been. But who's going to hold? Well, Ding will hold the advantage. How big will the advantage be? Oh, what a pot. What a pot that is.
I didn't know he was going to take it on. It looked like he was playing it full ball for the safety. But what a pot and position. It's like punch and counter punch this now. Both players up for it.
Yeah, and I always think the last frame of this session, it's not just who wins it, it's how they win it. Say he breaks down on 60 and Ding clears up with 65. You know, that is, it's not only the fact it's 6-3, it's, well, it should have been 5-4. So he's in. Let's see how far he gets. If he can win it in one visit, then it really does set it up for a grandstand finish tomorrow. But you want good memories leaving the arena, don't you, after the last frame, regardless of sort of how the
60.
morning's gone.
Did right, David.
7.
It's like you've already played there, but that's what you want, good memories. Trying to develop more reds there and stay on the black, which is done. Various reds he can play for here. The important thing is to be on one. And he couldn't have played that any better. He looked at that cannon. He had to play it with a touch of left-hand side to get it.
24.
But perfectly played. Giving himself choice of 2 reds.
$25.
Well, again, if he wanted to be ultra attacking, he could go into them with the advantage of the loose red to the right. I didn't think he was going to play it at that speed. More like a nudge 2 or 3 out.
32.
Guaranteed to be on the red to the right corner. Now he needs a recovery. And it was always missable. Now,
Hossein Vafaei.
what's the damage,
32.
if anything?
Rather pained look from Vafaei. Such a wonderful initial red to get in.
Ah,
1.
another good pot that from Junhui. Both
Yeah.
going for the shots. Sorry, David.
No, say any pot, an angle to the middle pocket, you've got to be so precise. They're pretty brutal, those middles.
This red next to the pink, I think, is available to the right corner.
3.
If it isn't, it's left with a more difficult pot. And it isn't.
Four.
Well, this frame could pan out exactly the way you said, David. One player gets in with a decent break with a chance of winning the frame. Misses, and the other player comes to the table. Clears up, and he's in a great frame of mind. That's
8.
exactly what could happen here. It's like you read the future.
I'll let you know the lottery numbers for the weekend, Joe. Well, as you said earlier, Vafaei has to prepare himself in case it goes wrong for Ding. There may be another chance for the Iranian yet.
$15.
Oh, an unexpected
Same
miss.
Junhui. 15.
Yeah, as I say, it's a big frame because of the fact that it's the last frame. If it wasn't, it wouldn't feel quite so big, but it's the overnight advantage. Ding trying to pull away, Vafaei trying to peg him back.
Yeah, and that was a good kiss. The red coming back and kissing the cue ball into a safer position. The red that's nearest the left middle. It looks easy on TV, but that is nearly impossible to pot from there. Well, he didn't really want to play that shot because he knew he was leaving a red to the left corner. And I'm sure Junhui will have a go at that red. I don't think he's been fortunate this time round. So that decision by Vafaei to leave a chance at that red has worked out for him. Missed it by a long way. He wouldn't have cannoned the reds had he missed it thin. Well, it looked like this lower red would go to the right corner. Oh, wow. What a plant that was. What a brave man. Look at this for a plant. I think he hit the other red first as well, so I'm not sure if he did play the plant. It's in his hands now. 25 the lead. Doesn't need the safe reds.
Nine.
Well, it always looked a tasty draw when it came out the hat on Thursday morning, and it's been a fascinating session of snooker.
16.
We've had all sorts of drama, total clearance, a big fluke to win a frame from
70.
Vafaei, some hard-fought safety. All in all, set up nicely for tomorrow if Vafaei can put these away, or at least do enough to win the frame.
Yes, and Ding will reflect on that easy red
24.
to the left middle that he missed. He'll be thinking about that.
And this is where the work
25.
between sessions has to be done, because you have to actually get over that, don't you? And just think, OK, let's look at the good stuff I've played, the total clearance, some good breaks along the way. So come back tomorrow feeling positive again. That's one of the challenges of the World Championship. There's so much time where you're not playing. And there is time to dwell on things and think about what should have been and what could have been.
Meanwhile, Vafaei looking for another red and a colour.
$30.
Good pot with the rest.
31.
Nicely on the black.
Quite a nervy last frame, but Hossein Vafaei looks likely now to make it 5-4. He just needs this black. So tomorrow morning is going to be must watch,
38.
because this could be very close all the way now. Vafaei has never been in front,
39.
but he has a few times pegged Ding back. 3 times Ding's had a 2-frame lead, but it ends with just 1 in it. Certainly Vafaei looks more assured this year than last year when he made his debut. That's not unusual.
44.
The Crucible has caught many a fine player out on their first time, but he knows what it's all about now.
45.
And for the 3rd year running, Ding involved in a tight first-round match. He lost 10-9 to Bingham. He lost 10-8 to Karen Wilson.
$52.
But those
50.
good feelings I was talking about leaving the arena, they're going to be with this man, even though he's trailing the way he's won this frame.
$60.
Made that black
60.
look easy. And the crowd appreciating how good it was. Oh, look at the bend on the cue ball there. Perfect position. Wonderful. That's what the crowd like to see.
Well, Judd Trump's got a bit of competition, it seems. The little exhibition shots at the end of frames.
Great to see, isn't it?
74. $80.
Very stylish conclusion then to a fascinating session of snooker. Is the black in? Of course it is. Wonderful clearance from Hossein Vafaei to end the first session of this match. There's just one in it overnight. Junhui holding a narrow advantage.